If you guys have been watching the Hush channel long enough, one of the things that we hope you've taken away is our commitment to helping out and just finding different ways to give back. Because of you guys and your continued support over the years, we have been blessed on many occasions. From donating money raised through one of our movie premieres to a local boys' home to children's hospital, to just taking one of our longtime viewers out on his first ever elk hunt, you guys have awarded us some amazing opportunities. Well, one of the things that we've always talked about doing as a group and have tried to figure out multiple times is how could we take some of our nation's greatest heroes, our vets and our active service members, on a hunt and show them how truly grateful and appreciative we are of their sacrifice and their service to protecting us and our families and our freedoms. Last fall, I was introduced to a gentleman by the name of Mathew Wellman, and after talking with Mathew for a while, listening to his story, and hearing about his organization, Rally Point Outdoors, I knew we had finally found a way to do just that.
I gotta get myself a little more faith, a little more love.
My name is Mathew Wellman. I'm the president and founder of Rally Point Outdoors. We're sitting here at Bigger Bucks Outfitters. We've got Hushin with us. We've got 5 vets from across the globe, from San Antonio to Tennessee. We're getting out here. Basically what we're trying to do is give back to our veteran community. That's really what we're aiming for here. Rally Point Outdoors was started on the concept about 2016 with the intention of teaching veterans and get how to hunt and fish, give them experiences outside of the flagpole, get them away from any kind of military installation, try to get rid of the stress of any combat that they've been through, any deployments, you know, field problems, the stress of PTSD, just military stress in general.
So we're rolling here?
Yeah.
Okay, so my name's Travis Bigger. My family and I own and operate, my mom, dad, brothers, Laura, all of us, we own and operate Bigger Bucks Outfitters in Henderson County, Illinois. We like to get this to where anybody can afford to come here and hunt, you know, from the blue collar factory worker to the farmer to the, you know, the guys that save up their money to go on a good hunt every year. We want them to be able to afford to come here. Right now we're about 8,000 acres. We got farms in 5 counties. It's all 100% free range, fair chase, ladder stands, box blinds, ground blinds, lock-ons, you name it, we got it. So Mathew Wellman called me a few years ago and said that they was looking for an outfitter that was down with having some combat vets and stuff come in and do some deer hunting, you know, because a lot of outfitters, I'm not gonna say a lot of outfitters, but there's some people out there that don't want to deal with that kind of stuff, you know. They don't want to deal with wheelchairs or PTSD, stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. And I was like, you know, my brother been military and everything, and a lot of our family members and a lot of the folks around here, like I told Matt, I was like, bring it, man, let's do it.
Bigger Bucks and us, Rally Point Outdoors, have been working together for about 4 years now. We started doing Purple Heart hunts, and Travis Biggers, you know, he's a very large man. We like to call him Bigfoot, but realistically, the biggest thing on him is his heart. This is, you cannot find a better group of people who care about the blue collar worker and your veterans and your active duty military. These people here, this team here is by far the best that I've ever seen and could ever hope to work with. I greatly appreciate every opportunity that you've afforded us over the years. And it's not about the bucks, it's not about the deer, it's about the experience, man. Because we've got some good bucks down and we've got some dry spells, but at the same time, they've always said how great of a crew that they've been. So thank you so much for these opportunities, and we look forward to working with you guys in the future and continuing to, you know, harvest, you know, some really good bucks and also build and harvest a relationship that lasts way past me being in this organization when I can pass the torch on it.
So what are we doing?
So we have 4 vets, we have 4 of us, and our job for the next 4 days is to go hang out and film the vets. So the way we decided how we're going to split it up, who's going with who, is we're going to put the vets' names in a hat, and then we're going to draw them, and that's who we're going to go hunt with for the next 3 days. So we're just super grateful and privileged that we can be out here hunting with these guys and hopefully experience them killing a deer. Either way, kill a deer or not, like, we're just very grateful to be out here with the opportunity to hunt with these guys and spend time with them. So we're going to draw names, and then we're going to figure out where we're going, but super stoked about this. This is going to be a good time for the next 3 days.
Eric, get over here.
Look first you draw. Are we going to read the names or wait till we all get
Wait till you, yeah, don't look at it.
There you go.
This is a lucky individual here, I'm telling you guys right now.
I'm just saying right now, you're
Last but
welcome.
not least, there you go.
I have nothing.
If I know nothing about whitetail, you're welcome. Okay, Matt, you read yours first.
I got Wes.
Matt and Wesley. Where's Wes?
Oh God, you ain't gonna see nothing.
Case?
Okay, here's mine. You ready? I got Cox.
Cox.
Who got who? You and me?
I got Ray.
Oh shit.
Ray.
I got Ray.
I believe I drew Big Sexy.
Sexy.
That's my guy.
Nice. Also called Big Spoon.
We're gonna have the funnest time.
Hell yeah. You ready to have a good time, guys? Okay.
That sounded horrible.
You ready to have a good time? Did you see what we just ate?
So what we'll do then, I'll do my homework in the morning and I'll figure out like who's in blinds, who's in ladders. Like with Ray and Eric, they're gonna be in a summit wraparound ladder. That's what I'm looking at. So you guys will be golden with that. Everybody else is gonna be in blinds for now, to start the morning. When we come in, we'll go from there with it.
I believe I drew Big Sexy. That's my guy.
My name is Chuck Norris, Chase Hampton, and I served in the Navy for just about 21 years. I was born in Kerrville, Texas, but I claim New Mexico. It's being raised.
I got Cox.
Yes.
You're the first person I've asked.
I'll try my best. My name is Anthony Cox. I'm from Upper Michigan, but I live in Clarksville, Tennessee, where I retired after 23 years in the military.
You and me?
I got Ray.
Train, right on time with the train. Hey, my name is Ray Soto. I'm out of San Antonio, Texas. I served a total of 23 years in the Army, did a tour in Kosovo and 2 tours in Afghanistan. I resulted in injuries and I received a Purple Heart. It'll be 20 years in a couple of days where I received my Purple Heart near the Pakistani border.
I got Wes.
Hold all questions to the end, please. Let me just stumble off real quick. Wesley Spear, born in Iowa, from Michigan, but live in Tennessee. Served in the Army 10 years, was an infantry guy, did time in Iraq and Afghanistan. It was a lot of fun and a lot of not fun, but I wouldn't change it, for the world, so.
Do I get a second to think about it? Okay. Yeah, so First Lieutenant Dakota Brock. I'm from East Tennessee in a town called Tazewell. I'm a Army pilot at Fort Campbell, fly Chinooks. Been in for about 3 years and been at Fort Campbell for about a year now.
I enjoy hunting, first for a bunch of reasons. One, I think it's one of the last few freedoms we have where we can go out and you can literally just go out and be free and do your thing. I'm not a religious person, but I tell everybody that's my church when I go out there. I think through every issue I've got, every problem I have. I can't fix everything and think through everything, but at least I can put it on my mind. And it feels something visceral and natural just to go out there and be hunting and taking meat. I don't ever shoot for trophies. I never have, never will. I love the taste of wild game and knowing that I harvested something and I'm taking it home and I'm feeding my family with it.
So I grew up hunting in Upper Michigan, kind of a box blind rifle kind of thing with bait. And in 2010, after a bunch of deployments, my buddies kind of started teaching me how to archery hunt. And I fell in love really quick. Probably the next 8 years, all I did was archery hunt. And it gave me a piece, gave me something to do. And then I started teaching others how to hunt archery. It's a lot more difficult, and it just helped me, I guess. In between deployments, gives me something to do, and I grew a love for it. Then when I went to Fort Campbell, and I started helping soldiers and NCOs that were lost, maybe drinking, doing things they weren't supposed to do after hours, and bring them to the woods. And in that time, I ran into Rally Point Outdoors, which I've been helping them out, kind of sponsoring them a little bit here and there, or donating money to get them to get more soldiers out in the woods. And I think every time you go to the woods with soldiers, NCOs, former combat vets, it's a bond. It's something that we can come and talk about, things that we've seen overseas, and it helps us get over the PTSD, anxiety, everything that we see and we deal with every day.
So what motivates me to hunt? Being in the military, you make a connection with people, especially serving in combat, and you just have that connection that you're looking out for each other, and I want you to go home the same way I want to go home, and you just have that immediate connection. And I haven't met these veterans but for less than 24 hours, and you would think we've known each other for years, right? The Hushin guys that came out here to support this hunt, you would think we've known each other for years. Hunting brings us together. It creates a bond, and you create lifelong friends. I mean, look at the smile. It's just hunting. It's what it does. It's being cold together, trying to zero weapons together. So hunting it brings me together. It makes my heart happy because I get to have connections with people that I don't really make in the civilian world. I don't really have like I used to in the military. So for me, being in the outdoors, hunting, being with people, it just creates that connection that so many veterans we miss every day.
Deer hunting is everything, man. It's the closest thing that I can get to the Army, you know, like all of the preparation that's involved with it, all of the hard work, all the trial and error. When you finally succeed in whatever you're doing, you know, if you're going after a specific deer or whatever it is, but when you finally connect, it's the greatest feeling in the world, you know? And then when you can share that with other guys that feel the same way, dude, you're in heaven. Like whatever heaven is, that's it, you know? And being around here, like Bigger Bucks, Travis, all the guys, everybody up here, it's awesome. Second time being here, it's the greatest place ever. It's like deer camp in northern Michigan, but, you know, on steroids. It's fantastic.
So what does hunting mean to me? So I grew up hunting with my grandfather. We had a farm in East Tennessee, and that was kind of a thing we did to spend time together. As I've transitioned and gotten older, now it's kind of a thing of peace for me. Being able to be out in the woods, you know, and watching animals, chasing animals, spending time in the outdoors. It's just my place where I find peace, especially in a stressful profession where there's always a lot going on. That quiet that you get out in the woods is that's what I chase. So as the VP of Rally Point, the new VP, just out here trying to serve these vets and make sure they have a really good time. We have some good camaraderie, and yeah.
There's a lot of organizations out there like Rally Point that take veterans, and you don't have to be a combat veteran. You don't have to be a gunslinger. You can be an admin guy, an admin girl. All you have to be is be a veteran or active duty. In some cases, dependents, and it brings them out and brings them together. It gives an opportunity to first bond and heal. I can't express how much, even for myself, just being outside, the healing power of how healthy it is just to think through those things and be outside. And the stories you get told, the competitions, I mean, you walk away a different and a better person every time you get to meet guys like this.
Honestly, it's not the hunt. It's what we're doing inside right now. So there's 5 veterans, 6 actually, in there. We've all done different things, been all over the different world, been away from our kids or wives, you know, and we all lost brothers. And when we come in here to this lodge and we get to sit down and talk to each other, there's things that we don't tell people what we've seen and done that we can communicate to each other, you know, and that builds up over years. And in this 3, 4, 5 day event, it kind of takes the anxiety away, you know, and then puts you back at peace. And then you get to go out in the woods and hunt, which is awesome.
So I think one of the things is spending time with veterans. You know, how do you coordinate? I really appreciate Rally Point Outdoors trying to get this together. It's a lot of coordination, right? Hushin guys coming out here trying to schedule flights to connect with everyone. For a lot of the sponsors, I think one of the biggest things that we just appreciate is all the sponsors. Camp Chef, First Lite, Vortex Scopes, that does things to help make this happen, right? And we can't thank our sponsors enough, and just anybody who supports us, people who donate food, who donate cases of water, just for us to enjoy the time together, the fellowship together. And you know, I really just want to thank again everyone who sponsors these hunts. It really is, it's about bringing us together. It's about healing the wounds that we don't want to admit. It's about really us being together. And your sponsorship and your dollars and everything you do making this happen. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, it was a pleasure serving this country. I hear a lot, you know, thank you for your service. No, thank you. Thank you for everything you do for us. We did a job for you, and we would do it in a heartbeat again. Thank you for giving and for everything you do. I'm leaving here with at least 10 to 15 lifelong friends. And I tell you what, when I need them, I'll call them. And you know what happens every time I do? They're gonna answer. That's what these hunts do, is we have those connections that in our most vulnerable moments, they're gonna be there for us.
Rally Point's important to me because I am a vet, you know, and these guys, they are doing everything they can to put guys that might not necessarily be able to do these things, to put them in a position to be able to do that. And it's like pay it forward, but for vets, you know, and I feel like not everybody gives us the best rap, you know, like we don't always get the best. Everyone's like, thank you for your service, but I mean, like, what does that mean, you know? And Rally Point knows what that means, so they get to put us into places doing cool stuff that some of us might never be able to do, you know. Not everybody's got the money to come and do something like this, and Rally Point, they pull through, man, you know. I would love to be able to do that for somebody else. Like if I got the opportunity to do that, I would totally do that, because I know how it makes me feel, you know.
So talking through what Rally Point is, right? So the motto is helping veterans heal through outdoor adventures. People would think typically that would mean the hunting, the chase, whatever it is that we're doing, the target species, right? But it's more about like what we're doing here at Bigger Bucks with the camaraderie, the sitting around, talking.
That just happened. I'm hunting with Hushin. Just, sharing a story, talking about hunting. Last 10 minutes of daylight. 8-pointer comes out. This is the one I think we've been after. Bigger Bucks Outfitters. Hanging out with Rally Point Outdoors, a bunch of veterans. That just happened.
Eating good food, just sharing knowledge, sharing experiences, and really helping people that were in the military to find that tribe again and to find people that they share a common interest with and have that family and people they can count on and spend time with and kind of get away from the real world a little bit. That's what I would say our mission statement is for Rally Point.
At Rally Point Outdoors, a lot of what we do is volunteer basis. There's not a single person on our payroll right now who gets paid anything. It's all volunteer. And it doesn't have to be guides. It doesn't have to be somebody who's been hunting for 20 years or fishing for 20 years or has a fleet of kayaks, duck boats, duck decoys and stuff like that. I've got people that are in here helping out right now who aren't even veterans, but they're passionate about helping. They're cooking. They're helping to organize. They're helping to, go out and get groceries while we're down doing muzzle loaders and sighting things in, things like that. What we really are looking for is people who are passionate and willing to come up and help. If they need direction, I can help with that. If they're looking for a place to go, they can come and look at our Facebook page, Rally Point Outdoors on Facebook. We also have the website, rallypointoutdoors.com, Instagram. There's a lot of ways to reach out for us, and if you look at it, it's even got my direct contact number. So if you call that number, it goes directly to my cell phone. So you'll reach me. I'm one of the ones who does most of the conversations on there for the comments. If you want to know anything, you're going to reach me by doing that. We're always looking for new places to send veterans, whether it's fishing, hunting, horseback riding and equestrian style things like that. It doesn't have to be hunting and fishing. Just an opportunity to get our nation's veterans and heroes out, trying something new and experiencing a new experience away from the flagpole and helping them to de-stress, because the military life is extremely stressful, whether you've deployed or not, whether you've been in 17 years or 7 years, it doesn't matter. Initial term, we're about to retire. It's stressful. And this is what we enjoy doing, and there's a lot of great people out there. So if you want to get involved, you want to come help cook, or you want to help stage something, this is a nonprofit organization, so everything we do is tax deductible. We can talk about how that would work out, but that's for a further conversation. So if anyone is interested, please reach out to the page, myself, or the website, and we'll get you connected with a vet or a group near you so that you can help, give back to the veterans community and their families. Thank you.